think we have a unique opportunity here.
It wasn't your mom's mistake. It was mine. Don't put it off forever.
I have the results of your discharge examination. It might be a bit of a stretch to paint me as a victim.
If Jagger forces my hand, I won't have a...
It seems TJ is continuing to make decisions without involving Christina or her family. Christina wasn't just a surrogate. She is and always has been a mother. It's deeply troubling that TJ is disregarding Christina's role in her own daughter's life. It feels like he has always wanted to use Christina's body, take the baby, and then exclude her from her child's life. The criticism TJ is facing for not catering to Christina's wishes is baffling. People seem to overlook that Christina's actions contributed to this situation. Why should TJ prioritize Christina's involvement in the end-of-life planning for his and Molly's baby? If Christina weren't involved in the baby's life, she wouldn't have had a say in TJ and Molly's decisions. While I empathize with Christina, I feel more for TJ and Molly. They trusted her, and because Christina couldn't let Sonny handle Ava, they have lost another chance at parenthood, which might be their last. Christina's loss is significant, but she also took something valuable from them, despite initially wanting to be their surrogate. This needs to be recognized. Christina's refusal to let Molly and TJ handle their fertility issues on their own is at the heart of the problem. She objected to the idea of using a stranger as a surrogate, which is what Molly and TJ initially wanted. If Christina had respected their choice, they might have avoided this mess. The situation everyone is criticizing TJ for would not have arisen if Christina had let them manage their fertility issues independently. Now, onto Jason's character. It's disappointing to see him return to his flat personality. Despite being a talented actor, the writing for Jason lacks depth, especially when compared to his performances during pivotal moments like Emily's death or Alan's death. This could have been an opportunity to refresh Jason's character, but it missed the mark. On the brighter side, Nina is undergoing a significant character reset. Previously, she was quite aggravating, but now that she's distanced from Sonny and less entangled with Carly, she's more tolerable. Her dynamic with Drew is far more engaging than her interactions with Sonny. Nina's friendships outside Sonny and Carly, particularly with Maxie and Valentine, are refreshing. Her chemistry with JPS remains her strongest asset. I also appreciate the softening of her relationship with Michael. There's still some work to do, but Nina's character is on a positive trajectory. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. Jagger's scheme to take down Sonny is shaping up to be a disaster. I have a strong feeling that his plan will backfire, and Jagger will end up facing the consequences. Scott might turn on Jagger and come to the aid of the pharmacist. I'm thrilled that Cody rescued James, and their heartfelt embrace was a highlight. Mac's reaction to seeing Cody and James together was a touching moment. James overheard Mina and Willow talking, and I suspect that soon, James will reveal what he heard about Willow's kiss with Drew, either to Michael or during the upcoming Quartermain family dinner. With Nina, Drew, and Willow all present, this revelation could lead to a major explosion. Tracy's reluctance to accept money from Sonny is completely understandable. She has every right to be cautious. There was a mix-up with Mac and James. Their bond is stronger than ever. Cody, who broke up the monopoly, stepped up at the right time. Laura's partnership with Jack is promising, but Sonny should stay vigilant and not get overwhelmed. Kate's, who no longer has pharmacy access, and Scott's visit to Spoon Island to free Ava will let the legal system take its course. I'm curious if TJ and Molly will involve Christina in the funeral ceremony. Personally, I'm not a fan of TJ or Molly, and I feel they didn't deserve the gift Christina was offering, given their actions during her pregnancy. However, closure is important for everyone involved. Let's not forget about the first surrogate. She was pregnant and wanted to keep the baby, leading to Molly fighting for custody. On a positive note, Cody Bell and Mac Scorpio have finally reunited as father and son. They've forgiven each other for past mistakes, and Mac has also forgiven his grandson, James West, as well as Cody. Cody's heroic act of saving James from drowning showcases his bravery. Cody Bell, the son of Mac Scorpio and the late Dominique Baldwin, has a supportive family, including his stepsister Maxie Jones, brother-in-law Damian Spinelli, stepmother Felicia Scorpio, nieces Georgie Jones Spinelli and Bailey Louise Jones, and nephew James West. Dominique Baldwin, Gregory Chase, and Bobby Spencer would be proud of this moment. This is truly a remarkable turn of events on GH. The Willow situation is becoming increasingly frustrating. It's time for either Willow to move on or come clean to Michael. This storyline is dragging on, and it's getting tiresome. Ava's concern for Sonny is misplaced. She should be focusing on Christina. We already know that the previous surrogate lied, which means we're in for yet another exhausting storyline. It's worth noting that surrogates often use eggs from others who can't carry a pregnancy themselves, not necessarily their own eggs. James should face consequences for his behavior rather than being rewarded. Christina seems to believe she has the right to do and say whatever she wants, without considering the impact on others. Her decision to confront Ava was bound to lead to a heated exchange, and she should have prioritized the baby's well-being. Scott Baldwin may be undercover as a villain, but he is ultimately a good guy, just like Jason Morgan, working to save the hostage. I suspect Valentin Cassadine is behind the recent chaos, possibly in collusion with Agent John Cates and Ava Jerome. They might be using placebos that cause vomiting, confusion, seizures, and coma, all part of a plan to destabilize Sonny and blame others like Dex Heller, Carly Spencer, and Jason Morgan, while even putting Donna at risk. In a lighter note, while Maxie is talking to James about not disappearing without a word, she should also reassure him not to worry about something as trivial as a cheap plastic frisbee. Ava is no victim here. It's time for her to face consequences for her actions. She has no right to judge Sonny, and Jagger is on a path to self-destruction. He won't succeed in taking down Sonny. Christina's repeated claim of "my baby" is confusing. I thought the baby was meant for TJ and Molly. While Christina is the surrogate, her constant reference to the baby as hers makes it seem like she never intended to give the baby to TJ and Molly. It's disheartening as it feels like she's disregarding their feelings and rights. I sympathize with everyone involved, but Christina's behavior raises questions. We're still left with unresolved plot points. Who bought Windermere? Who killed Dr. Gatlin Holt? And what happened to Cyrus Renault? Has he truly changed, or is he still a villain? Also, the Drew and Willow storyline needs to end. Drew's behavior is inappropriate, and it's time to move on. It seems likely that Jagger and Eva might meet their end soon, possibly joining Claudia. There are rumors that Ava will be killed off, and I hope Jagger follows. I'd also hope Christina will have a chance to have children in the future. If she discovers she can't, the blame might unfairly fall on Ava, despite Christina's refusal to heed her father's warnings about Ava. It's troubling that no one has physically seen the baby to say goodbye, which makes me wonder if the baby might appear alive. Along with the baby, the first surrogate claimed to have miscarried. James should face consequences for running away again, but Mac should also be held accountable. If Mac hadn't tried to control who James could see, James might not have felt the need to run away. I hope Sonny comes out on top, and that Kate's plan to frame Sonny backfires. Ava should face justice, whether that means going to Pentonville or leaving town without Avery. The ending of today's episode was outrageous. Trying to arrest someone without any evidence is absurd. The situation with Christina, who just lost a baby and fell through a window, is being manipulated. The FBI agent is clearly fabricating charges and attempting to lie in court to save Ava and incriminate Sonny. His own corruption is glaringly obvious. It's been quite a while since Windermere was sold, and yet the new owners haven't moved in. If Scotty actually takes the pharmacist to Spoon Island, they might be in for an unexpected surprise. Despite his hatred for Sonny, I doubt Scotty will incriminate himself for Jagger. Christina Corinthos Davis and Allison Rogers are not working well together in GH. The trouble started with Natalie Rogers Ramirez, who caused a lot of problems. Allison Rogers, known as Blaze, has had enough and fired her mother, Natalie Rogers Ramirez, as her manager. Blaze made it clear with a firm "you're fired." I'm enjoying the current plot with Jagger, Scotty, and Ava scheming to take down Sonny. While Sonny is a complex character with a dark side, I'm looking forward to seeing him strike back against these three. Let's hope we don't have to wait until November for that to happen. As for Cates, his time is up. It's unclear who will take him down first, whether Ava will set him up, Jason will turn over evidence to Anna, or if the FBI will finally step in. With the Pikeman case off the table, it's puzzling why Cates is still operating in Port Charles. I suspect Molly might end up pregnant, while Christina could face difficulties having children in the future. Lastly, where is the evidence of a trial involving Sonny and the FBI? Christina confronted Ava about testifying against a federal witness, but where is the federal trial against Sonny? I'm eagerly anticipating a reunion between Cody Bell and Max Scorpio as father and son. It would be an epic moment of forgiveness and reconciliation, and it's something fans have been hoping for. As for Agent Cates, it's time for his character to be written out. If it were up to me, Sonny might have Jason take him out before Cates can cause any more trouble. Cates is long overdue for his exit. Ava is no victim in this story. Thanks to her and Natalia, Blaze is gone, and Christina has lost everything. Their actions have had devastating consequences. It would be fantastic to see Vanessa Marcel return as Brenda Barrett on General Hospital, especially for a dramatic showdown with Agent John Cates. A face-off where Brenda gives Cates a well-deserved slap would be an epic moment for the show. Lastly, GA has seriously mishandled the character of Jagger Cates. The current portrayal is a far cry from the original iconic Jagger played by Antonio Sabato Jr. The show needs to bring back the real Jagger Cates. No one compares to him. What if Christina isn't lying, but genuinely believes she's telling the truth? Hear me out. From her perspective, she may not know she tripped over some bags and could truly think that Ava intentionally tripped her, leading to the accident. I've been quick to judge Christina, thinking she was just trying to get Ava into trouble over something that might not even be Ava's fault, driven by her grief from losing the baby. But what if Christina genuinely believes Ava pushed her? It's possible that Christina's grief and the trauma of losing the baby, who was as much hers as it was TJ and Molly's, are clouding her memory. She might remember Ava's hands on her and feel that Ava was the cause of her fall, even if it wasn't the case. Christina might realize later that she wasn't actually pushed, but chooses not to correct herself out of anger towards Ava, especially because she blames Ava for what happened to Blaze, even though it was her mother's fault. The photos of the incident look suspiciously convenient, and Christina's expression could make her appear more like the aggressor. If this case goes to trial, Ava might argue self-defense, particularly if Christina's behavior is portrayed as erratic or careless. The fact that Christina was at Ava's apartment might also come into play. So, while Christina's actions might be driven by grief and misunderstanding, it's important to consider her perspective and the possibility that she genuinely believes what she's saying. Jason Morgan seems a bit off lately. It's not that he isn't Jason Morgan, but he slipped back into being Sonny's number 2 rather quickly after the Carly mess. I can't help but wonder if his mission is truly over, and if the whole Pikeman storyline might not be finished after all. Carly's moving on with Brennan, Sonny's involved with Natalia, and Jason hasn't had a storyline of his own recently. Jason's behavior has been somewhat uncharacteristic. He's been more social than usual, even participating in a pool scene with Liz, which feels different from his usual reserved nature. This makes me question whether Jason's focus has shifted away from Sonny and Pikeman. Could it be that Jason is still pursuing Pikeman, but suspects another leader is involved? And could it be that he's no longer as aligned with Sonny as he used to be? It seems like the show has botched Jason's storyline. The Pikeman plotline, along with Jason's absence, appears to have fizzled out, and now the show is trying to revert to older dynamics that worked 20 years ago. Carly and Sonny dating others while still orbiting each other, and Jason as the asexual hitman. This failed storyline is puzzling. I wonder how this could have been the storyline Burton was excited about. After dedicating 20 years to Sonny and Carly and sacrificing any chance at a family of his own, Jason finds himself exactly where he began. While everyone else, including Sonny and Carly, is focusing on their children and grandchildren, Jason seems stuck in a repetitive cycle. The scene where Cody rescues James from drowning has been a topic of discussion, and it's understandable why it might not have landed well with some viewers. Firstly, the moment when James called out for Cody felt a bit cringeworthy. It reminded me of the Tintin TV show, where the dramatics often felt exaggerated. James's portrayal of fear and danger didn't quite hit the mark, which could be due to a lack of experience in acting out such high-stress scenarios. Cody's reaction, while intended to be heroic, also came across as poorly executed. Given that Cody is played by an experienced actor, it's surprising that the scene didn't have a more convincing portrayal of urgency and relief. It felt like there was a missed opportunity to elevate the emotional impact of the rescue. Overall, the rescue scene didn't quite meet the mark in terms of acting and intensity. It's a critical moment in the storyline, so it's unfortunate that the execution didn't do justice to the dramatic stakes. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.